What's up, guys? I'm Mike D'Antonio, founder and CEO of StockedUp, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. We have an amazing episode for you guys today. I'm very excited for today's episode. There's a $20 million option today that we see someone buying a lot of puts in a certain company that expires in 2 days. And we really feel we're very excited about this trade. So make sure you watch this episode to the end. We're going to be talking about why the market is currently falling. We're going to be talking about some other banking plays and momentum plays. We're going to be talking about a huge option setup in the market right now. And then, as always, we'll be answering your guys' questions. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. If you subscribe, you'll see our daily stock market watch list videos every single day. So don't forget to subscribe. And then also, you're really going to want to watch to the end of this episode. So that being said, Tom, if you want to explain to us why the market has been falling the past couple of days.
Yeah, Mike, the market's been falling the past couple of days because really our economic relief package is really starting to kind of run out. So while it's not running out, there's still payments going out and everything like that. The big thing is that they're talking about that they're going to need another relief package, and Powell made a very important speech today with a lot of great quotes, and I'll go ahead and read them out to you guys.
Yep, just to interrupt you real quick, guys. So if you don't know who Powell is, Jerome Powell is like the head of the Federal Reserve, and he pretty much controls a lot of the economic policies and things like that for the United States.
Yep, exactly. And then in his speech today, he went ahead to say that while the economic response has been both timely and appropriately large, it may not be the final chapter, given that the path ahead is both highly uncertain and subject to significant downside risks. While the economic response has been both timely and appropriately large, obviously that's something where our relief package has been very good, but the thing is that, is it good enough? And he's making the assumption that it's not good enough. And he goes on to say the scope and speed of this downturn are without modern precedent, significantly worse than any recession since World War II. We are seeing a severe decline in economic activity and in unemployment. And already the job gains of the past decade have been erased. So that's saying that all the jobs of the past decade that have been gained are now gone. With 20 million being unemployed right now, plus with the numbers being fudged, with everybody, not looking for jobs anymore, the way they mess with the numbers in the Fed. But that's a really important aspect to look at, because the past decade, a lot of jobs have been gained, especially in the United States. You can look at our markets ever since 2008, which is pretty much almost 10 years ago, 12 years ago. It's went severely upwards in a very nice V-shaped pattern since 2008, and we broke the highs and even went higher. So this is not a very big surprise to see a downturn like this. A lot of people were expecting one, and really with the V-shaped pattern we've seen in the past year, we have been expecting another downturn, and I think right now this could be the prime time for it.
Yeah, so yeah, guys, pretty much if you want to listen to the whole speech, you can just type in on Google Jerome Powell speech, and you could listen to that whole thing. But just like a short summary, pretty much one of our top policy leaders for the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, said, guys, look things are uncertain right now. We've never seen a fall this fast since World War II, and the future is just uncertain, and to hear that from one of our top economic policy makers, that's not a good thing. So that's why the market's falling. On top of the reasons that stocks were up so much in the past month, so it's a blend of Jerome Powell's speech as well as just normal, like a pullback. So I do want to look at WFC though, Tom. So if you could pull up WFC, what I've noticed is when you go to WFC, you see they're just straight bleeding, right? Just straight falling, breaking the lows of the initial fall down back in February and March. But let's say you go to Citigroup, right, which is C. They had a decent size bounce back up. It's not the biggest bounce in the world, but look, they still bounce back up. You look at JP Morgan. They are also bouncing back up. Even Bank of America. But the thing is, you look at Wells Fargo and they're not. So, this could be a very important thing to look at in terms of is Wells Fargo leading the rest of the financial industry, you could say, meaning that are we going to see JP Morgan and Bank of America fall too? Or is Wells Fargo lagging, and is Wells Fargo going to have a huge pump back up? So I thought it was very interesting to see that discrepancy between those banking stocks, considering Wells Fargo is I think it was one of the top 5 biggest banking stocks by market cap. So very interesting to see.
Yeah, that is very interesting. I really like this downturn right down here below the lows here. If Bank of America and Citigroup both do that, that would be very big for the banking industry in a very bearish sense.
Right, exactly. So guys, like I said, this can be like a leading hidden indicator. Like Wells Fargo might be telling us some very important things that we might see Bank of America and JP Morgan and even Goldman Sachs follow that trend of Wells Fargo and see them break their lows of the initial fall in February and March. So keep your eye on the financial sector. And now we're going to be talking about the Ulta play. So Ulta, ULTA, was a play from the statistical modeling group today. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this have played it if you're in the stat modeling group, but pretty much I called out in stat modeling the 210 strike Ulta puts that expired this week at about $250 each. And today they hit highs of $1,400. So that was an amazing play. If you guys want to get plays like that, you can click the link in the description down below. It's called the options alerts link. So it's just statistical modeling. But pretty much, guys, this play was awesome. Ulta just broke the lows. It was an awesome play, and I think Ulta could, maybe even fall more. I mean, they fell a lot in the past 2 days, but they definitely had a lot of momentum to the downside. So I'm gonna have my eyes on them for sure. So you could see, like back in March, Ulta would have, what is that, Tom? 8 green red days in a row. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
So,
like 7 to 8 green days, and they just had a very nice stair step up. And once you have so many green days from like $160 all the way up to $230, you've got to really watch out for these big, sharp falling knives, is like what people like to say.
yes, exactly.
Kind of like how it had a big falling knife right here because we recovered so much.
Exactly. So now on to the momentum plays for today. Guys, pretty much I'm going to list out a couple stocks. If they break the highs / the lows of today, if they break that tomorrow, then you should either, they're a bullish or bearish play. So for example, we have CODX. The high today was $23.50. Tomorrow, if it breaks that, CODX is bullish. So that's one of the momentum plays. The next momentum play is Ulta, right? What was their low today, Tom?
Their low was about 197.
So 197. So
194. Sorry about that.
194. Okay. So if Ulta breaks below 194 tomorrow, look for Ulta in a bearish sense. So the rest of the momentum plays are SHAK, AXP, TTD, LULU, USB, CGC, and IBM. So all of these have a ton of momentum. We're just looking for a continuation. These plays work very well. All you have to do is see if they break the highs / the lows of today. If they break that tomorrow, look to play it. So now we have the option that all of you guys have been waiting for, the $20.5 million option, okay? It expires in 2 days. Now, normally, when we call out these unusual options, we think that the person trading this is shorting them, meaning that they want the option to expire worthless. However, with this option, we think there's a good chance that, the person putting $20 million into this trade is actually longing this option. So it's the Tesla 750 strike puts that expire this week, which is May 15th. So someone put about $20 million into this position, and they're pretty much taking a huge bet that Tesla is going to have a huge fall by the end of the week. This trade is very, very risky, guys, so be careful with this. But we're just pointing it out. Tesla 750 strike puts that expire this week, May 15th. They're going for about $500 each. Someone bought about $20 million worth of them today. So feel free to keep an eye on them or trade a different Tesla position, but just keep an eye on them. And now for the frequently asked questions for today. I'm gonna load them up real quick. But I definitely have my eyes on Tesla. I'm excited for that play.
Yeah, $20 million. That's insane. Especially on a put on Tesla. If Tesla goes down and like the way it's been moving the past couple of days, they could make 200% plus on those potentially.
Or even more. Like the thing is, like this is a put option that expires in 2 days. Like I don't know if Elon is buying these puts and he's going to make another tweet or what. But
yeah.
I thought it was very, very coincidental how the last time we had Tesla with a $20 million position, Elon made a tweet and it went in the favor of that trade, that Tesla trade. So we'll see what happens. But we have Gio saying, I wake up 3 minutes before pre-market. Haha, I'm a super slacker. I mean, yeah, you got me by like 15 to 20 minutes, but we all have our own routines. Let's see. So we have Gio saying, did the person that bought the call options before or after the drop? Also, why would he want to lose money if he has an option expire worthless? So did the person that buy the call options? So I don't know I think you're referring to the Apple call options. I believe that he scattered them throughout the day, and he pretty much sold the 320 straight calls. So guys, in yesterday's video, the top option was the Apple 320 calls, and we said someone shorted those. Pretty much, he makes money as long as Apple is below 320 because he shorted the options. And if those options go to zero, then he makes money because he shorted them. He didn't buy them, he shorted them. Now we have Key saying ZN is running hot in the DXY. This is where some of the downside pressure is coming in. That's a great point. So /ZN, I believe it's a 10-year bond. Let's take a look. /ZN, yep, 10-year bond. They are going up, which is putting some downside pressure along with dollar DXY. If you want to pull that up, Tom, it's the dollar. I know it's the dollar sign before the.
I got you.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the dollar index, U.S. dollar index. So typically when this goes up, it's not the best for the market. So that is another great point by Key. We have Gio saying amazing plays in video today, by the way. Even though Tom isn't here today, you guys are killing it. Thank you for the comment. We have Hunter saying awesome video. Apple needed that red day for sure. If we have another huge market pullback, are you guys going to look to add any stocks to your long-term portfolios or just trade options on them? I will definitely be looking to add things for the long term. I'm not sure exactly what yet because there's just a lot of variables, but I'm pretty much going to be looking for trades kind of like that Boeing trade, Hunter, a couple months ago. But I do like ABBV for the long term. Some banking stocks. I like healthcare, Procter & Gamble, value stocks, Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, maybe even Home Depot, Costco. I like a lot of those. What about you, Tom?
Yeah, same. I'm definitely into stocks like that, kind of like 3M as well. All of those types of stocks, they're very good long-term stocks, and it's stuff like Home Depot, for example. Everybody needs wood, everybody needs bolts, and everybody has a house that they need stuff for. And Home Depot is a great outlet for people to use. And you can see over the long term, they pay a dividend and they go up very steadily. And that's exactly what you want to see out of a long-term stock. And if they do fall a lot, I'm definitely looking at getting into a lot of these.
Exactly. Like the biggest thing you pointed out was like, look at their history. They increase over time. They pay dividends. They're strong fundamentally. They're in a good position. We have Dino saying, did you guys notice Amazon was way down today? Yes, we did. I didn't actually trade anything on Amazon, but yeah, the whole market pretty much took a beating today. We have Elijah saying, let's go. I like that pressure being built up analogy for sure. CO saying, yes, HD, nice to see clearly. Yep. So yeah, we finally got the 1080p in the videos. And then we have Max saying, thanks, Mike. Was waiting on this video. Awesome. The MELI and TWLO did fall initially this morning. TWLO dropped all the way to the lower 180s. I called out the Apple drop today in the Discord and left a ton of info there. I think we get a close below 303 down to the rabbit hole. We go to 287. Big red candle on CYBR, and I think they have earnings tomorrow. So if they follow TWL upwards, it may be cool, but the puts like a lot. So CYBR, I think they did fall today about 12%. Yeah, I mean, they took a beating today. But yeah, awesome insight. Thank you for sharing the info about Apple. And we have, let's see. Okay, awesome. Then Mac also said today was awesome. Got in an Apple put at 315, got out at 305, made 110% profits for the day. Love to hear that. An awesome job. LGH said, great work. I hope this channel makes a big one day. Thank you. We have Mike saying, great channel. I'm pretty new to the stock market and I'm not ready for options trading yet. I'll stick to 1 or 2 day swing trades for now so I could swing trade when you guys trade options. If not, could you include good? Okay, yeah. So pretty much Mike is saying he's new to the stock market. He's not ready for options yet. And Mike, pretty much for swing trades, like if we call out some calls, that would be a good indication for you to maybe buy the stock, because when we buy calls, it's the same thing as pretty much, it's like a leveraged way to buy the stock. So calls will go, that indicates if we're buying calls, it means we think a stock's going to go up. If we're buying puts, we think a stock's going to go down. We have Iwu saying, is there a reason you don't make more than 1 day trade or swing trade a day? Is it because the market is too volatile? Here's the thing. I get a lot of questions like that, like with day trading. Like, guys, I make 1 day trade a day. Like if I lose my first trade, I might make another one or maybe 2 more, right? But the thing is like, guys, if I'm able to walk away with the 10% profit in 30 minutes or less, that's all I need. I don't need to sit at the market all day and see if I can predict this right and that right and catch every single trade. Guys, I'm looking for the easy things. I want to wake up, trade for 20, 30 minutes, make my 10% and walk away. I'm not trying to be perfect or anything like that. And honestly, I found personally that the more people trade, the more they tend to lose. Like a lot of people think like the more you trade, the more you make. It's often the opposite. The less you trade, sometimes you make more. We have Arth saying, can you talk about Facebook puts? So Tom's going to pull up a Facebook chart here. I mean, everything in the market right now is pretty bearish right now. Let me take a look at the puts. Tom, if you want to give some insight on this, if you have any.
Yeah, I definitely like Facebook to the downside here. If it does follow SPY in the market down and a lot of these tech stocks start going down as well, I think Facebook could definitely, come down. But the thing is that they have been doing pretty decent over their recovery. They are one of the stocks that has a very high V-shaped recovery, kind of like Intel, and AMD also has a nice V-shape. Some of these stocks like the Intel, I'm not the Intel, the tech sector has really skyrocketed and Facebook is in there. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, like Tom said, I mean, the tech sector has been very strong lately. But the overall the market's going down a lot. So, I'm definitely bearish on it.
I would definitely look for a momentum play on it to the downside.
Oh yeah, for sure. That'll be a very easy way to play it. We have Mason saying helpful video. Thank you. And it looks like that's the last comment for today. Tom, did you have any other plays or insight or anything?
Nope, that'll do it. Just definitely watch out for Jerome Powell and more speeches by him, because he definitely rocks the markets most of the time with them.
Exactly, guys. So to recap the video, don't forget to keep your eyes on Tesla. Also, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, and you will see our daily stock market watch list every single day on your homepage. Also, if you're new or you're looking for some good options plays, check out the statistical modeling software in the description down below. It says the options alert, so just scroll down in the description. The link with the options alerts is the statistical modeling. Pretty much, if you want to trade the same options that me and Tom trade every day, that is the link for you. That was the same link that called out the Ulta play that went from $250 all the way up to $1,400 today. Also, keep an eye, like Tom said, on Jerome Powell's speech. And if you want to listen to the whole thing, just Google Jerome Powell's speech and you can listen to it there. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, let us know in the comments down below. Other than that, thanks for watching.